everyone, this is Stephanie Manley with Copycat.com. I am going to show you how to make Sara Lee Pound Cake from scratch. This is one of my oldest recipes at Copycat.com. So why don't I tell you what's in it? We are going to use cake flour for this recipe. Now you can use all-purpose, but my preference is for cake flour. It gives the cake the right amount of body. We're going to use sugar. That's a normal ingredient in cake. We're also going to use a couple of tablespoons of dried milk. This gives the pound cake a unique flavor. And I'm also going to use a couple tablespoons of golden syrup. Now I originally used to use corn syrup in the recipe, but this is actually very similar, but it's actually made with cane sugar. So a lot of people prefer using something made with cane sugar instead of corn syrup. We're going to use a little bit of vanilla. We're also going to use salt, baking powder, and a few eggs. And of course, some nutmeg for some really great flavor. We also have a 1/4 pound of butter we're going to use on this pound cake. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cream together our butter and our sugar. Now you want to cream them together to where they're nice, light, and fluffy. So now we have our butter and our sugar creamed together, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in my eggs. I'm going to go ahead and crack them individually first. Now I like to let my eggs get to room temperature when I bake because I think that you produce a better baked good, a better final product when your eggs are at room temperature. So I just let them sit out for a little bit. So in go 3 large eggs. So we're going to add this in. We're going to mix it in with the vanilla. And once we get all of this in, we're going to go ahead and add in our remaining dry ingredients. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients. This is our flour, our milk powder. I'm going to go ahead and add in my baking powder. Salt, and the golden syrup. I'm going to go ahead and add my nutmeg as well. And if you happen to have mace, this can be a little bit harder to find. I find it adds a really nice flavor. So I'm just going to add just a little pinch of that in as well. This is actually the outer part of the nutmeg. The nutmeg actually is like a little nut, and it comes encased by the mace. So it has a flavor that's very similar to nutmeg, but it's a little bit more subtle. So it adds a really nice touch to this. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this up now. All right, we're ready for our final touch on our pound cake here. We're gonna add in half of a lemon juice. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in. I'm gonna mix it up, and then we're going to pour it in our pan. Okay, before we put our cake batter into our pan, be sure to spray your pan with a little bit of non-stick spray so it won't stick, and we're just gonna pour our batter in, and we're gonna bake it at 325 degrees until it is nice and golden brown. It should take just about an hour. This pound cake is really a great little pound cake. I love to use it for making a strawberry shortcake. It's also great for a simple dessert if you just want to spoon some pudding over it. It's really good. Alrighty, so next we're just going to pop this into the oven, and we'll come back when it's all nice and done. All right, so we've just made our Sara Lee Pound Cake. You can see it was really, really easy to do. I would suggest you use this for making shortcake. Maybe you want it with a cup of coffee, or you know what? You could fry it up like French toast and have it for breakfast if you want. So if you enjoy Copycat recipes, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and go check out my blog, Copycat.com. It's where you can see all of my great Copycat recipes. Thanks for watching.